today's super easy and super affordable DIY, we're going to be doing some Halloween cushion covers. I purchased the cushion covers at the Dollar Tree, and the printouts are from online. You can get them at the Navage Patch if you subscribe to their blog. So I'm going to give the cushions a quick ironing to remove the wrinkles. I'm going to use the same technique I used for the fall cushions that I made using the Dollar Tree calendars. You can see that video on my channel. So I'm going to just remove the wrinkles from this cushion in order for the picture to lay down better and for it to not have any creases in it. So now that I have the picture cut already and trimmed to the size that I want, I'm going to wrap it with some plastic wrap, and I'm going to make sure that the image is completely covered in the plastic wrap. This part sometimes is a little tricky because the plastic wrap gets all stuck to each other, but try your best and make sure that the image is completely covered with the plastic wrap. So now that I have the picture covered with the saran wrap and it's pretty much aligned to where I want it to be, I'm not measuring or doing anything like that. I'm just going to take some parchment paper. You could even use wax paper, which is actually what I'm using right here, wax paper, and make sure that that image is covered completely. And I'm going to take the iron, and it is set at a cotton setting. I don't know exactly what temperature that is, but it is a cotton setting, and I'm going to iron over the wax paper. And if you can see it in the video, you can see how the plastic wrap is adhering to the fabric. So you're going to keep that iron moving constantly, because if you leave it in a certain spot for too long of a time, it might burn your image. And make sure that the edges are completely sealed to the fabric. So I spend a little bit more time on the edges, as you can see that I'm doing there right now, to make sure that they are stuck or adhered to the fabric. Pulling off the wax paper, be careful because it's very hot. I actually just burned myself a bit. It is extremely hot, but you have to lift as quickly as possible. You can see that I have a little bit of an edge of the plastic that actually burnt onto the fabric. So I'm just going to scrape it off with my nail to give it a clean look. And I'm also going to trim the edges now with ribbon. So even if I have a little bit of that plastic left, it's okay. It's not going to be visible, because I'm going to trim the edges with some black glittered ribbon from the Dollar Tree. Okay, so I'm going to do cushion number 2. I have my printout and I have the Dollar Tree pillow cover. So I'm going to cut the edges of the printout. So now I'm going to put the trim on the first cushion that I did. I already cut my pieces to trim the borders. As far as these cushions being able to be washed, honestly, I am not sure. But they're only for decoration, so it's not like I'm going to have them out all year. And if they should get dirty, I think I'll just wipe them down. And eventually, if they get yucky or gross, I am going to probably just toss them, since basically they cost me $1. Well, $2 with the ribbon. Remember, the printout is free. You can find them online. I got this printout from the navishpatch.com, from their blog. I will put their information in the video description.